Many applications these days allow you to customize your workspace because everyone works in a different way. Some people love to see all the icons in the world on their desktop. And I'm going to go to my desktop very quickly and just show you how organized I like to be. Let me go ahead and hide my system preferences. I'm very organized. I don't want to see my Microsoft Word documents or my Lightwave documents or anything while I'm working. I don't want to see a single thing but these icons that have stuff in them. But I know people who have all of their Word documents and, pictures of family and friends and stuff everywhere, and it drives me crazy. I'm a very neat person. But some people like to have everything in the world available on their screen. They want to see all the tools. They want to see all the windows. I just want to see what I'm working with right now. Thank you. So what I'm going to show you how to do is how to save a layout. And as you see here, I have layouts that I've already created. I have the Die Hard Assets one, and this is the one I use when I'm creating artwork or assets for Toom Studio. And I have one called Die Hard Animation for when I'm animating. And just in case you wonder why it says Die Hard, my company is called Die Hard Studio. And I have one called Small Screen, which is the one you're looking at now. When I'm making these movies, I use a screen resolution that is small enough so I can show you everything, yet get everything in a nice compact size. I can also choose to restore the default layouts that come with Toom Studio. So I can restore the default layout, or the default drawing layout, or the default scene planning layout. Now you can only have 3 saved layouts. So I'm going to go ahead and actually delete this small screen one and create a new one. Goodbye, my friend! So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this one here. I'm going to restore the default layout here. And I'm going to go and show you that I'm going to create a new one. I'm going to save it as a different name. So let's go ahead and just decide what we want to see here. Let's say you don't want to see the properties, and you only want to see the exposure sheet, and you only want to see the timeline. You don't want these tools either, so I'm just going to get rid of those. And I'm going to resize everything so that it takes up all the space that I want. And I'll grab this and I'll move it over here, and I'll stretch that out, and I'll stretch this out over here. Let me grab this corner. And let's say I want to save this layout as it is. So what I'll do is I'll go to the window menu and I will choose Save Layout, and I can choose to save over one of these spots here. So I can say whatever I want to. You knew that was coming. So I'll go ahead and click OK. And now I've saved this workspace. So if I go ahead and choose, let's say, Die Hard Assets, first of all, it's going to be bigger than this screen. So I'll go ahead and choose it anyway. And let me go ahead and actually load that layout instead of saving it. Let me load that. And it's going to be pretty much the size of a much larger monitor. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and load the one that's called Load Whatever I Want to. And it's going to bring back just the tools that I want to see. The cool thing about this, as you saw earlier, is I can change my mind and then save this again. And you can have 3 different layouts. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get rid of the exposure sheet. And I'm going to stretch this out like so. And I'll put this toolbar over here, for example. And let's try to save this one. So I'm going to go to Save Layout. And I'm going to choose the one that I want to go over. And I'll go ahead and put a number 2 here. And now I've saved this layout. I'm going to go back to another one. I'm going to go to Load the Animation Tools. And I'm going to go to the Load the new one we just saved. And check that out. Everything is remembered. So it's a really nice way to customize your workflow. And I recommend that you do like I did here. You create a workflow for your animation and you make one for your creation. So when you want to create artwork and import artwork and manipulate the artwork, you have a layout for that. And when you're ready to go to animation and you want to have your cameras available and you want to see your views, you create a layout for that one. So it's a very handy way to work. So once again, just go to the window menu after you manipulate your tools and your panels and everything, and then choose Save Layout. Choose one of the spots that you want to save it in, provided you don't have anything here or you do have something here. Save your layout, give it a name, and when you want to load it, choose Load Layout, and then choose the name that you want. If you ever want to restore a default, choose the default from the list down here, and you can work from the way Toom was built for you.